Hi, welcome to the Art of Braids. I'm your host, Karyne Tinord, and I'm here with a solo episode. And this episode is about creative braiding for the holidays, styles to shine this season. Okay, so before we get any, we're gonna get right into it, right? So for top holiday braiding styles to stand out, the best way to stand out is simple, right? Less is more. There's more you can get and achieve with simplicity. Um, Especially when around the holidays, everybody's doing some extravagant things, it's crazy and things like that. But when it comes to holiday hairstyles, you want to make sure that you also look good because holiday parties is like Christmas. We're doing ugly sweater. We already have our festivals, our clothes kind of like standing out, but we want to talk about popular things. I want to talk about color. Like when we're suggesting something for our clients or for ourselves, we want to be mindful of what kind of job they have or what kind of party they're going to, what kind of gatherings they're going to be a part of, and what will their outfits be, right? You don't want to, do something super crazy and out of out of the norm, so you want to make sure that it kind of like aligns with them. So popular trends that are going on right now for holiday hairstyles are probably colors. So reds, greens, um, yeah, reds, greens, blacks, yeah, keeping it sleek and chic. Are really cool things, especially when it comes to like updos. I would People would do updos, but I'm thinking about the convenience of updos, right? It's cold. The holiday seasons are around cold. So if you're talking about high ponytails or things like that, you want to stay away from that thing because people want to wear hats. People want to throw on maybe a festive a festive hat or things like that. So you want to make sure that you have something low. So box braids are really cool because you can always style it in different ways. But cornrows are also something that is flat to the head, simple. You can always dress it up, and we'll get into that part. Um, and when it comes to and you can always take this out. Remember, your hairstyle, people are getting their hair done for the holidays, but they might end up having to go somewhere that is not based around holiday season. So you want something that can be worn during that, but also versatile in on different occasions. And then now we're talking about incorporating, oh, this is a good part. Incorporating accessories for a festive look. Now, so you see how I have my cornrows, right? It's very simple, simple chic. This is done without no gel, no gel, no gel. And you see how neat it is? And this has been like 3 days. Neat. Okay. No residue, no flakes or anything like that. And we'll get into that in later episodes on why I prefer this. But we're talking about creativity during the holidays. So you can add little bows to your hair. This is super cool because yes, it's in the festive and it's holiday. It matches my jacket, kind of adds that hint of like gold, ooh, ornaments, right? I can also add accessories. So I have these little cameras, just kind of like what you do with your tree. You have your little ornaments. I have these, I got these from Michael's, and you can literally just attach it to the hair. And now you have a little camera to your thing. And then this one is like a unicorn, also got it from Michael's. And you could get your accessories from anywhere. Just make sure that you have like a little hook. And there you go. And now I have my little horse, right? So now you can be festive. And if you have little balls or anything like that, you can also add it, little presents and stuff like that. You can get that from any accessory shop. And the cool thing about it is that you can add it, and then when you're done with the holidays, you can take it off and still enjoy the hairstyle without having to take it completely down because you did something super crazy, like maybe a Grinch hairstyle or Rudolph or anything like that. Which you can do that with box braids, where you can kind of like um style it into antlers and things like that and then take it down. But from something simple, you can add some bows, you can add some ornaments, and that can be something super creative and fun. And you can, like, I love cameras, so that's why cameras is something that I would add. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's also to the person's personality or your personality, which is super fun. You could definitely play with braids. And so now that's just something. And of course, during New Year's Eve, you can also add something like maybe the 2025, you know what I'm saying, to your hair and then take it down. So you can add numbers to your hair. You can add so many things. Um, because my the cornrows is thick, it's easier to hold, it's not gonna pull, and it has the weight. So the bows, that also plays everything in there. But look how it's simple, but people can say like, "Oh my, she's in the holiday spirit." So yes, okay. I'm not gonna have y'all out here looking crazy. And then if you wanted to get a little bit more excited, you know what I'm saying? Because I have cornrows, it literally, like, if I wanted to put a little Santa hat on my head, boom, it fits with no problem. So that's pretty much what I meant, like, making sure that less is more, because then you can do more with less, if that makes sense. Okay. Now when we talked about, like, okay, braiding tips for busy holiday schedules, we know at the end of the year, it gets super, super exciting, super, super crazy, family coming from everywhere, you're traveling, workload, you have to do your wrap up, all other things are happening, shopping and kids, and a lot is happening. And not to mention, you have people who birthdays are surrounding this time of the month as well. So, what do you do with that? And how do you incorporate that with your client schedule? And then that's when people book the most because they want their hair to look amazing. Um, and so maintaining your braids during that time is very crucial. How to maintain your hair? Please use mousse. Mousse, please tie your hair down with the satin scarf. Um, Use your pillow sags, satin pillow sags. Be mindful. You want to make sure your hair is good throughout this year, because throughout this month, because it's going to be hard for you to find time to get it done during the madness, right? If you're already having a pre-existing appointment, that's fine. And then in next year and years to come, make sure that you schedule your appointments with your stylist ahead of time, because sometimes your stylists are going on vacation and they have families. So you want to be also mindful of that too, even though it's probably we have, this is very marketable, and you can make a lot of money around this time. People are also going away. So yeah. And as far as hairstyles, make sure, again, I can't emphasize this even anymore. A lot of your clients, if you're in like high-end clients, they're not, some of my clients are lawyers, marketers, um, managers, CEOs, all of that stuff. So, and then you have people who are not, right? Like they have like retail work, or things that are not, that you can really play around with your hairstyle. That's all I mean. Is like some type of like corporate, you might not be able to do as creatively personalized hairstyles, where it's just kind of like over the top with colors, like, oh, I'm gonna incorporate some green colors, some red colors, all of that. No. So you want to be mindful of that. So if your client is like, I want to do something, but I want to keep it simple, again, tell them, hey, you could do this and maybe add some bows. That's very sleek, chic, very cute. And you can take your bows right down. And anybody can tie a bow. Anybody can tie a bow. So even if they come to you to do it, or you just kind of suggest, hey, do this, and then just tie it and give them some tips on how with placement, right? Like I can place this. This is all done on one braid, right? And it's simple. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like style your hair one way to the side. So that way the focal point is the ornaments, is the bows. So you want to be mindful of that. And that this is the time where you can be very collaborative with your clients. Um, because it's just like, okay, so what do you want to do? And you get, it's like a synergy that you have with your client and yourself, where you can actually do something that is personalized to them and you understand them. They are your clients, right? If this is a new client, you're just kind of like, okay, so what are your hobbies? What do you like? And I can give you suggestions on how to take care of your hair. Reminders, like if person has thinning hair, you wanna make sure that they stay clear of too many hairstyles that might end up being too heavy for their hair type. If they're looking for like a fullness, like you just want to make sure that during these times that the hair care is that priority, that they are moisturizing their hair, that they are covering their hair, that they're kind of like protecting their hair from all elements. And yeah, so that's it for this topic, for my solo topic with y'all. But I want to try something different. I know we've gotten book recommendations from our past guests. I want to also, through my solo episodes, recommend something. So, because we're talking about the holiday season and also my experience, I just seen this movie. And when I tell you, it's not like a Christmas movie or anything, but it is about family. It is about love. It is about togetherness. It is about teamwork and things like that. It is called the 6888 movie. It's based off a true story of the Black women who went into the army during World War II, and they, for some, it was a small task of carrying the mail, delivering the mail. When I tell you, they went above and beyond with the short time that they gave, and they did their thing, okay? And what's so beautiful and why this is relevant to the Art of Braids podcast, they actually, okay, now in the Black community, we get our hair done, okay? We are about appearances. So even in that, their situation, if you please go watch the movie, in their situation, they were still able to create a salon, a beauty salon, for them to get their hair done within the area that they were given. When I tell you, they had Marshall irons, they had like beauty products, hair dryers. They made sure that they looked good. And okay, so the fact that beauty was taken seriously during that time, why this is something that I think that you all should make sure that y'all go out and watch. It actually is being shown in it's going to be shown in theaters and on Netflix, and it's airing December 20th, which is right around the corner. It's right before the holidays too. So that's why I also wanted to kind of like reference this movie, because it's very inspirational. Very inspirational. Bring a friend, tell a friend, Netflix and chill, all of that. And so I was able to see it as for a screening last night, and I got to hear from Tyler Perry, Nicole Avant, and Kerry Washington in person. Okay. So when I tell you this movie had me in tears, and it left me so inspired and grateful, you don't know. So again, next week, I am super excited. Our next guest will be Khadijah Davis, the visionary founder of the Hair Solutions Charlie, and we will be discussing fundraising and innovation. You don't want to miss it. Okay? Bye.